Yo, welcome to Ask a Bad Boy with your host, Bad Boy, aka Blake Harrington, your favorite stylist / relationship coach. So what's up, y'all? What's up? Today I got a good one for you. The topic of today's discussion is going to be trust. Trust. My mom told me about this years ago. My mom told me you have to trust. She used to say, if you don't have trust, you don't have nothing. Shout out to Mom. Love you, Mary Jane. So we're going to talk about it. Today I got several people that have reached out to me about this same topic. I got someone going through a phone. I got someone who's looking over a shoulder while somebody else is on the phone. I can't make this up, as they say. So we're going to go straight to story time. I'm a victim of going through a phone. At the time, I was in a relationship, and I figured I was paying the phone bill. So I figured, okay, so since my thing was if I pay the bill, I should be able to go through the phone. At least that's the logic that I had, you know. I told this to my mom as well. She's like, listen, if you look for something, you're going to find something. So my response to my mom was, I got smart. Being the little smart kid that I was, I said, it's like high school time. I said, if ain't nothing there, Mom, I'm not going to find nothing. But my mom is like, no, idiot, that's not what it means. It means when you're looking for something, you're going to get what you're looking for. Sometimes if it's not even anything there, you're going to find something because that's what you set out to do, is find something. So the moral to the story is, that story is not over, but the moral to the story, I'll jump right to that, is you have to trust it. If you don't have trust, you don't have anything. So this young lady would do, let's just say it was a certain thing she would do in our relationship. And every time she would do this particular thing, I would always say, oh my God, you're the best. And she would reply, shut up, you just saying that. Okay, so now let's remember that part. Shut up, you just saying that. So one night I go through the phone. I go through the phone and I see a text feed. So during this text feed, the guy, which I was suspecting of her dating anyway, a guy she was working with, which she told me, oh, there's no way I confronted her about it. I said, are you cheating with this dude? She says, oh no, he's married. As if to say, since he's married, they wouldn't cheat, or like he would turn it down or whatever. Yeah, right. Stop the cap. So I go through the phone like an idiot. I look through the phone and I see this text feed, and he's texted something which was deleted. And her response was, shut up, you just saying that. I can't make this up. I was devastated. So at this point, I really don't have enough evidence to accuse her of cheating, because the evidence has been erased. So now I've went through the phone, got my emotions all tied up, got me jacked up, looking like a simp. And now what we gonna do from here? Now I look like an idiot, right? Another time I went through the phone, and she was to teach cheerleading. So this is where she met the guy at too. But I go through the phone and I see some number that she had called a time or two. So I wake her up out of her sleep. Get up. Who is this? Who you been talking to on this phone? Who you call? So She calls the guy. The guy wakes up. It's about 3 a.m. The guy answers the phone. He had to be grandpa. He had to be, oh my God, I was so embarrassed. He was the old man. It was one of the kids. It was a granddaughter, was part of the cheerleading team. So now I look like a stone idiot. So I've done that. These two things. Now I'm looking crazy. Lo and behold, plot twist. I did catch her cheat. I did catch her cheating with that same guy. That's gonna be another story. So I shouldn't tell y'all that, because then y'all gonna think maybe it's all right to look through phones and find some stuff. But it is not okay to look through a person's privacy and try to find something. And then now I'm gonna address that as well. So let's talk about one of the things, the friend of mine, the DM. I like to keep this stuff anonymous so I don't, what they say, the names have been changed to protect the innocent. So we're going to leave it there. But DM, friend, whatever the case may be, a couple of situations. And I want you to chime in and tell me what you think as well. And I'll tell you the advice that I gave them as the best relationship coach in the world. The one guy, he went through this girl's phone. And he finds out that the young lady has been entertaining a guy and has actually went to, let's say, Starbucks with the guy. And so I asked him, I said, okay, so is he a coffee maker? He said, no, he's not a coffee maker, and neither is she. So why are they going to Starbucks together? Her response was to him, she wanted to have some coffee, and she needed some time, and, he's done things, or at least she suspects he's done things. He hasn't been caught, but he has done things, so she felt it was okay for her to be able to go and get some coffee. No harm, no foul in getting coffee, right? So I told him, you've put yourself in a terrible situation, because when you go to look for something, if you find something, you got to be prepared to do something. You got to be prepared to do something, homeboy or homegirl. If you catch them, you should be done. You got to say deuces. You can't stick in, because now the respect level is going to be lowered, because now the person thinks, okay, if they were doing something and you caught them and you stayed with them, why not do it again? You ain't gonna do nothing. Pretty much that's what it is. So, if you're not prepared to really be done, you definitely should not be looking through no phones or nothing like that. Now, this other situation, somebody sent me a DM and said that, now this one is tricky because they were not technically in a relationship, but they have a situationship. So for those who you were into that's cool. If you're going to have a situationship, have at it. But just know, when you're in a situationship, you don't have a right to tell a person what they can and cannot do. You can't. I've been in a situationship. Keep my mouth shut. I'm not telling you what you can do and what you can't do. But I'm not doing that in a relationship anyway. I'm not. Them days over with for me. If you don't want me, go ahead. I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. And if you don't think so, then I don't want to be with you anyway. I was always taught, my mama told me to go where I'm appreciated, not where I'm tolerated. And that's exactly what the kid does. So this particular person who sent me this email, or the DM, they said they literally were in bed. She was in bed with the guy. They had just did their thing. Oh. So the phone is 3 a.m. The phone actually rings during the act. So after they're done, He literally goes over. She's laying there. She looks over his shoulder. He has the phone. He's replying to the phone call. But keep in mind, they're in a situationship. So she has no right to say anything. But she spazzes out on him, calling him all types of names, disrespecting him. I'm not going to even say the names that she called him. It looked like she was ready to...
Round 1, fight.
She was ready to fight. I told her, listen, you gotta trust this person or you gotta walk away. I understand it may be tough. It may hurt, but it's 8 billion people in this world. I am a stylist and a relationship coach. I want you to chime in. I want you to like. I want you to comment. I want you to subscribe. Comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts. Let's chime in. Let's have a discussion because it needs to be had. We have to start trusting each other. I mean, trust is all around you. When you sit in a chair, you trust that the chair is going to hold you up. You trust if you get in your car, your brakes going to work. So you got to trust people as well, to a certain extent at least, right? But we have to trust. If you don't have trust, you don't have anything. So, like I said, if you want to know, ask a bad boy. Let's go.